The extended cuts of The Lord of the Rings came back into theaters these past 2 weekends for the first movie's 25th anniversary, and last week I ended up going to see all three. I wasn't planning on making a video about them, but these movies have been running through my mind ever since I got out of the theater, so here are my thoughts on this fantastic trilogy.
Now, before this, I'd actually only ever seen these movies twice. Once when I was super young and they were the extended cuts, and second when I properly watched the theatrical cuts some years ago. I do remember really liking those movies that second time around, though I hadn't watched them since then, which made this 25th anniversary showing the perfect time to familiarize myself with them again. Now, part of this definitely had to do with the fact that I was in a theater, but I forgot just how immersive the world of these films were. From the calm, peaceful living of the Shire to the hopelessly dark and oppressive forces of Mordor, the atmosphere of each region of these films is second to none, in my opinion. The heart of these films, though, are the characters, specifically those involved in the Fellowship. Just about every character here is given an arc that was so interesting to watch or rewatch from start to finish. It also helps that the extended cuts add some pretty crucial scenes that bring even more depth to each character, making the emotional payoff at the end that much more satisfying. Two arcs I briefly want to talk about, though really three. First, it is almost staggering to think about just how much Frodo changes from the beginning of Fellowship to the end of Return of the King. Going from a hobbit way out of his depth at the beginning of his journey to slowly but surely being possessed by the One Ring was almost tragic to watch. But to have that weight lifted a little by his friend Sam, who in a different way also changes, made everything just a little more hopeful. The only other character that rivals the intensity of Frodo's journey is that of Aragorn. It was incredibly satisfying to watch him go from someone trying to run from his past to becoming the leader he was destined to be. Watching him put it all on the line for Frodo by the end and then still showing his gratefulness to him and the other hobbits, that really tugs on the heartstrings.
There is honestly so much more I could talk about, from other characters to the action sequences to the phenomenal score by Howard Shore. There is just too much put into these movies to cover it all in a single video. Regardless, I am super happy I got to rewatch these movies in this way, as this is an experience I will never forget. It's not necessarily my number one, but this is absolutely one of my favorite film trilogies of all time.